Hey, what up guys? Sanitary 103, thank you for watching yet another video. So in today's installment, I wanted to talk about the ketogenic diet. I want to talk about some of the positives, some of the negatives, and give you my overall thoughts on this diet. Now, I've actually utilized myself this ketogenic diet, so I definitely speak from experience. With that being said, what is the ketogenic diet? The ketogenic diet is a diet that recommends the dieter to consume a small portion of carbohydrates, typically 50 grams or less. And the reason for this is by going extremely low carb, you enter a state of ketosis. That's where part of the word of keto and ketogenic comes from. Now, I don't want to get too crazy into talking about ketosis because I don't want to bore you guys to death and confuse you, but in the most basic terms, when you consume typically really low carbs, under 50 grams of carbs, after about a few days, you enter a state of ketosis. Ketosis means that when you consume less carbohydrates, your body starts actually using the ketone bodies within your bloodstream for your main fuel for energy, as opposed to the glucose/carbohydrates. Why is this important, you might ask? Well, people that are on higher carbohydrates, they typically use carbohydrates as a form of energy. And that's completely fine, but for weight loss and for a lot of people that have a hard time losing weight, for people that really want to tap into these fat stores, it becomes quite challenging by consuming all those carbohydrates. So essentially, when you're in a state of ketosis, your body basically utilizes the ketone bodies in your body, and the end result is your body using primarily fat as a primary source of energy. In the most basic terms, what does that mean? You become a fat burning machine. You tap into those stubborn fat storages with the ketone bodies within your body while preserving muscle. And this is the reason why ketogenic diets are very popular. So now that we got all that mumbo jumbo out of the way, hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much with that. Let's talk about some of the advantages. Well, I just spoke about some of it. It allows you to tap into those fat stores. If you're really having a hard time, you're in a weight loss plateau, you've been trying new things and you can't seem to lose that last bit of weight, this is where the ketogenic diet has its advantages. So based on this information that I provided so far, you might be saying to yourself, hey, let's jump on this ketogenic diet, right? I want to turn into this fat burning machine, as Sanitary put it. Well, with that being said, everybody's body responds differently, and there are going to be some challenges on the ketogenic diet / disadvantages. One of the problems that you may experience, and I speak directly from personal experience because I've actually have done keto when I'm trimming down, like for my body transformation series. Anytime I want to lean out for like the summer or just lose a little bit more stubborn belly fat, I actually implement the ketogenic diet, so I speak from personal experience. But anyway, when you go low carb for the first couple of days, even up to 4 or 5 days, up to a week, you're gonna start feeling a little bit lethargic. And it's your body's way of trying to adapt to the low carbohydrate diet. You're gonna feel a little bit more tired, and this is gonna be common because, like I said, carbohydrates are the primary source of energy. So when you don't have the carbs, it almost feels like you're running on empty, even though you're utilizing the fat stores. But it takes your body at least a few days to get acclimated to it. And also mentally, because glucose is the fuel for your brain, when you don't have that many carbs, you might feel a little bit foggy. You may not feel as mentally sharp. Just overall in general, you might just feel like crap. But like I said, based on what I have done, after a few days, your body does get acclimated, but this is something that you need to take into consideration. Another hurdle you may encounter on the ketogenic diet when you go really low carb is the mental cravings. Now, after about a week, when you're physically start getting more acclimated to the diet, you might be like, oh, I'm in the clear. But if you're used to eating a lot of carbohydrates, it's going to take some adjustment. And a lot of people have complained that they just get so many cravings for carbohydrates. So if you're one of those people out there that just loves carbohydrates and you would rather have a little bit more carbs and just kind of work out a little bit more to balance that, then the ketogenic diet is probably not for you. Other potential drawbacks / problems that may happen on the ketogenic diet is your athletic performance. If you're an athlete, a top-notch athlete, or you're just trying to reach some PRs, the ketogenic diet is probably not for you because you don't have that many carbs. If you're lifting weights, your power numbers are probably going to go down a little bit. And also if you're doing cardio-based running, like marathon running, I highly don't recommend the ketogenic diet because you need a lot of carbs if you're running. So that's about it for this video. Hopefully that was informative. So with the ketogenic diet, in conclusion, it's going to be up to you because a lot of people just respond differently. Some people don't mind going low carb, but some people would rather go a little bit high carb and then just work out a little bit more. Based on my personal experience and what I've done, I utilize a ketogenic diet. I drop below 50 carbs whenever I just really have some stubborn, a little bit of body fat. I don't have that much body fat to begin with, but the thinner you get, it gets even harder, and it's something that has worked for me. Not saying it's going to guarantee going to work for you, but it's something that you could definitely experiment with. That's my time for now. Comments and questions are always welcome, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye.